Guys, spring training has started for your San Francisco Giants, and so far so good. I think so far you have lots of reasons to be excited, and I'm going to hit on a few of those reasons tonight in my second ever Giants video, as we're kind of in the off-season. We are in the off-season, not kind of, even though the NFL doesn't really have an off-season. But we're in the off-season officially for the 49ers, so we're going to hit some Giants videos along the way. Welcome in, Seth Floyd Show. I'm your host, Seth Floyd Hansen. Guys, when I hit record on this video, I believe we were at 341 subscribers. Incredible. That's over 80 subscribers in the last month. Thank you so much. Please, if you're here, brand new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make my dreams come true. Full-time content creator. One day, I'm willing to put in as many hours, as long as it takes. That's fine. I'm going to enjoy the journey. Every time someone hits subscribe, you help me, push me closer. My goal is to get to 500 by the time football season rolls around, so like September. And the pace we're on, we're gonna blow it out of the water. We're gonna crush it. So thank you guys so much. Subscribe, like the video if you can, and let me know what you like, what you don't like, all that good stuff. The Giants have officially started, as I said, started spring training, and there's been some notable things that have already happened, mainly as all Giants fans are freaking out about. Okay, Bryce Eldridge in his first AB hits an absolute moonshot. Absolute moonshot. Deep center, 450. Okay, just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. It wasn't his first AB, but it was in his first game. I think it was his second AB. Incredible, like living up to the hype. He also had a couple other hits this weekend. I think he had another RBI single on Sunday, maybe it was Saturday. Not sure. I don't remember. Sorry, I can't remember exactly. But then today, Tuesday, he had a pretty rough day at the dish. Went 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. And I'll say this to say that I'm all in on the Bryce Eldridge hype train. I think he's going to be an absolute superstar in the league, in the big leagues. But I think it's pretty evident. And it's still early, but pretty evident, like, let's start him in AAA, which I think is what Buster's plan is. Okay, start him in AAA, continue to get him ABs. He wasn't in AAA very long last year, even though he did really well. Like, get him some more ABs. He can't play first yet anyway. He's not good enough with the glove. Okay, JT Snow, working with him. Love JT Snow. Loved watching him when I was a kid. So pumped he's there helping Eldridge. Okay, JT was like a 6-time Gold Glove Award winner. Like, that's what you want. You want him, a real player who's played in these big spots for this organization, teaching him the ropes, teaching him how to get it done. And I think that he will. So give him time, go to AAA, get more ABs, and let him develop that glove. Okay, I mean, you could try to rush him to come up and play DH, but I think you've seen that time and time again with this organization these last however many years, guys being rushed. They're not ready for it. I mean, look what happened with Marco Luciano. And here's the deal, like, Luciano was so bad at shortstop when he got in there last year. Remember that Mets series, just error after error, cost us at least one game. That it for sure hurt him at the dish too. Like, most of these guys, their bat comes along, but they've got to figure it out on defense. And his glove wasn't ready for the big league shortstop. And it took a toll on him at the plate as well. Now, I think, whatever, I think there was probably other things going on too. But anyway, just there's no rush, okay? Let him play in AAA. Let him develop that glove. And then, you just platoon. I know everyone hates that word. But Lamont Wade, he gets on base, man. Gets on base. He can hold it down for a bit. Wilmer's got a good bat when he's healthy. I mean, I'm not excited about Wilmer. Don't get me wrong. But if you can get shades of 2023 Wilmer for half a season, get Lamont Wade getting on base above 300 half a season, like, you're in good shape. You're going to be in good shape, and when Eldridge is ready, let him come up. But I wouldn't push it. Is all I'm saying. Speaking of that DH spot, okay, I got my eyes on Gerard Encarnacion. Okay, hopefully I said that right. I liked him last year. He's a big boy with some pop in his bat. He's even taking reps at first base, apparently, which would be awesome. Like, the more flexibility you've got, I mean, whatever. I like Lamont Wade at first, but I mean, whatever. I like the idea of Encarnacion there. Just the pop in his bat. He had a great day today. 2 hits. One was an RBI double. I think it went right center off the wall or at least into the gap. He's had a good spring so far. I don't have all of his numbers. I was just looking today. I saw, and I've been paying attention over the weekend, but he's had a good spring so far. So that would be a nice addition. A big power righty bat, which is where it's going to play well in Oracle Park as far as home runs go. I know the lefty bat's kind of nice, to try to hit him into Triples Alley, but he's got that opposite field power. He showed it today, so I think there's a lot of potential there. So he's who I'm hoping takes that job. I'd love to see Marco Luciano's bat be so on fire this spring that they're just like, look, we're not going to stick you in the outfield over, Yaz or Matos or Ramos or whatever, but your bat is so hot right now. We're going to give you tons of ABs at DH. I'd love that because I was so excited about Luciano going into last year, and then we know how disappointing last year was. So I'd love to see it. I'm rooting for the guy. The truth is he's probably, I hope Giants fans, don't get too mad at me. Okay, I don't think I'm saying anything too controversial, but the truth is he's probably trade bait at this point, right? I'm not saying before the season starts or whatever, but coming on the deadline, Luciano's got to get enough ABs to show that he can do it. And because you've got a logjam right now, he's not going to play shortstop, okay? They've moved him to the outfield. So what's he fighting for in the outfield? One outfield spot for Yastrzemski, for Matos, for McRae, and for Luciano. And Luciano's glove is the worst out of all of them at this point, I'm sure, because he's not played very much in the outfield. So unless he's such a good DH, such a good bat that you just can't trade him, he's probably a trade piece for them. And whatever, and that's fine. Maybe he'd be ready for a trade piece at that point. Anyway, I'm rooting for the kid is what I'm saying. Because it only helps the club. It only helps the Giants if he does well, and I think he's a good dude, and I would love to see it. But Encarnacion, keep an eye on him, okay? I'm Giants fans. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm just reiterating that. If you haven't caught up with spring so far, he's having a good spring. He looks good. He looks determined, and I'm excited about him. My last thing that I've been thinking about for this Giants team is I think the rotation is going to be their strength. I don't think anyone is ever going to be like, hey, the Giants have a top 5 rotation in the league. But I think that you are going to see, as you look back, as we get closer to the All-Star break, you're going to look back and you're going to look at the 5 pitchers they've got. So right now, if I had to guess, it's going to be Webby, it's going to be Robbie Ray, then Verlander, then Jordan Hicks, and then probably Kyle Harrison. I hope it's Kyle Harrison. If it's not Harrison, that bums me out. It feels like he's fallen off then. But, think about it. Webb is a bona fide ace. Okay, Robbie Ray last year, he only pitched half a season, guys. Do you remember I know we made all these exciting signings last year, but Robbie Ray was added as a trade, via trade in the offseason, but half these guys didn't play right away. Okay, Robbie Ray and Blake Snell didn't pitch right away. Robbie Ray didn't pitch the first half of the season. And then he's come back from Tommy John surgery, and he looked good at times, and other times he struggled. Yeah, because he just had Tommy John surgery. So you're going to get Robbie Ray for a whole year, another year removed from his Tommy John. He looked great today. 2 1/3 innings pitched, no hits. Did he give up a hit? I don't think he gave up a hit. No earned runs, at least. Feels good. I feel like he's a guy that you're going to be able to count on. No, I don't think he's going to win the Cy Young, okay? But I think he's a guy that when he takes the mound, you're going to be we have a chance to win. I don't ever worry that we're just, you roll your eyes because you're rolling out Ty Black again or whatever. He's just a solid starter, above average starter who's going to give you a chance to win, okay? Same with Verlander. Verlander, I know didn't have a great year last year, but he was hurt. He was hurt. Those reports came out that he had an injury. Midway through the year before the injury, he was hovering around 3 on his ERA. Afterwards, he finished with a 5.3 ERA, but he was trying to recover from that injury the whole time. He feels healthy, feels great. He pitched well against the Rockies the other day, gave up a home run, I think, but other than that, he locked it down. Just a veteran presence who can give you innings, and you feel like you have a chance to win every time he's out there. Doesn't mean you're gonna win every game. Obviously, Giants fans, you know that. But he doesn't feel like a liability, It's not a, oh gosh, here comes Verlander. Like, hold on to your hats. Like, it's a, yeah, we got a chance to win with this guy. Jordan Hicks, like, I understand he might not go the whole season, but remember how good Jordan Hicks was to start the year last year? Like, he was really strong when we needed him most because we were so shorthanded. I think it's really good. I think it's a good spot to be in. Hopefully he can go longer than just the first half of the season like he did last year. But man, that first half of the season, if he can do what he did last year, like, you feel really good about that. And then Kyle Harrison, like, I bet he feels a lot less pressure now that he's pitching in the 5 spot and not the 2 spot or the 3 spot, wherever he was last year. Like, Kyle Harrison at one point was the number 1 lefty in all of the minors or whatever those rankings are, the prospect rankings. So, like, dude's got potential. He started really strong last year. It kind of tailed off for him at the end of the year, but man, he's got a chance to do something great this year, especially with no pressure on him. So I'm not saying, like I said before, I'm not saying that they are going to, no one's going to look at him as like the top 5 rotation in the league. But I think you're going to look around the break and they're going to be like, man, that Giants rotation is actually pretty good. Like, they give up 2 or 3 runs a game, and the offense is a little better than anyone really anticipated, and the offense is averaging 5-6 runs a game, and it's just resulting in a lot of W's. Like, that's something I think, I anticipate. Maybe that's just the optimist in me, but I'm choosing to be optimistic. If you are just trying to suck the energy out of every room you walk into, great. Don't do it on this channel. Move along. You're not invited here, okay? It's okay to be disappointed that the Dodgers signed everybody and we didn't get Corbin Burns, but don't just lie and act like there's not quality pitchers on this staff. I'm not saying they're going to win the World Series, but like, let's just be real, okay? Let's just be real. Lastly, the story of this team's success, and any team that is going to have to face some Goliaths. So you're facing the Dodgers however many times a year. Is it 17, 12, 13? I can't remember. Yeah, that's a Goliath. I mean, and in a sense, you're going to be facing the Diamondbacks, who feel somewhat like a Goliath just because they're ahead of you in most projections. Anytime you're the underdog, it's all about your team camaraderie. I don't know if any of you have ever been on a championship team. I've been on a championship team. I won a championship when I was in high school football, and it was incredible. And you know why we were so good? We had talent, yes, but just brothers, man. Brothers, selling out for each other. Did things outside of football. We were just homies. I don't know how else to say it. Ride and die, like, we just had each other's back. And this team is giving off vibes of that. Now, I think last year was the opposite. I don't think there were good vibes ever with guys coming late into camp. The whole Farhan thing was weird, like, never addressed the team. I don't know. I think Buster setting the standard, talking to the team day one. I think Willy Adames and Justin Verlander coming in here, just setting the tone of what it means to work hard and be a champion. Like, I'm all about that. I'm all in. There was the reports of Verlander for his 42nd birthday. He took everybody out to laser tag. Like, that's the kind of stuff you want to hear about. Maybe they heard it last year. I didn't hear any of that last year. I don't know. And of course, it doesn't guarantee anything, but it's the stuff. That's the kind of stuff you want to see. It's the kind of stuff you want to see. And I think that you get a bunch of good dudes in that locker room that care about each other, that care about the game, that are determined to win. Like, sky's the limit, guys. Sky's the limit. I think you're in for a fun year. I think we're in for a really fun year. And man, last thing, Willy Adames, I didn't even mention him. Like, dude just looks the part, acts the part, shows up in spring training, first AB with a knock. I mean, he's going to be good, guys. He's going to be real good. We'd be excited about Willy Adames, for real. And he's not a short-term, 3-year contract with opt-outs after every year. No, it was a 7-year deal. He's your shortstop for the future, and he could be your hardest worker. Like, you love it. You love to see it. Anyway, guys, maybe I'm just being too optimistic. That's who I am. That's fine, though. I'm excited about spring, excited what I see so far, and I cannot wait for the real thing to get going. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Share it with your friends. But whatever, either way, go Giants.